Hey, it's Kyle here. Today I'll be talking about episode 6 of Andor, The Eye. This should go without saying, but if you haven't watched this episode yet, please don't watch this review yet because it has spoilers. So go watch the video, or the episode I should say, and then come back and watch this review later. But that being said, really loved episode 6, The Eye. Very action-packed, a lot of moving moments. Beautiful moments. Overall, really loved the episode. I'm still in my mind debating if I like this episode more than I liked episode 4. Not sure at the moment, but it's either my second favorite or my favorite episode in the series so far. First off, a couple things I felt like really paid off, and it's always the issue when you have a series that's building up an event. Are they building it up too much so it can never live up to expectations? And I think in this case, Andor succeeded in meeting expectations. First, they've been hyping up this eye for a while, how beautiful it looked like. So I was somewhat nervous, like, I don't think it's going to look as awesome as they're trying to make it look, or build it up to. And boy, was I wrong. It was beautiful. I think, honestly, it might be one of the more beautiful moments in Star Wars, like a natural phenomenon. Absolutely beautiful. It kind of made me wish, like, I wish something like this really happened, because it was so breathtakingly beautiful. So amazing job on that front. And then, obviously, for the past few episodes, they've been building up this robbery, basically, this heist. And you wondered if it was going to be able to live up to that hype, because the series really hasn't had a whole lot of big action pieces yet. And this is really by far the biggest action piece, and I thought they did an amazing job with it. It was great. It was very suspenseful. Had a lot of very cool moments. A lot of moments where you're trying to decide who are the good guys and who are the bad guys, because you have the rebels doing some bad things. They kidnap a family. They're threatening a young boy's life. You have an Imperial trying to save that young boy. So you have both sides of the equation there, where you're going, there's a little bit of gray here. And I think that's what everything involving Andor has really focused on, from Rogue One to this series. That the good guys have some bad things about it, but not all Imperials are just pure evil. There's some regular people in the Empire as well. The logistics of the heist made sense. I think there's so many times when there's a movie or TV show that deals with a heist and you're watching, it's like, this doesn't really make sense how it's unfolding now. Like, the ones that do it great, first thing that comes to mind is like Ocean's 11, is you're able to follow along the steps of the heist and you're like, all right, this makes sense and I see why it's working, and why they made all the decisions they did. And so everything seemed to follow a logic step, and you're like, all right, this makes sense, it's entertaining, I can follow every step of logic they had and why it's working and what the risks are. So amazing job with that. I would say one thing that caught me off guard, I was definitely expecting members of the team not to make it through the heist. But I wasn't quite expecting as high of a casualty count as we ended up with. So that definitely caught me off guard. I thought we might lose one or two members. I was not counting on basically nearly the entire team wiping out. We basically have 3 people make it through. That was not what I was expecting at all. So that definitely caught me off guard. And I actually was kind of skeptical that they'd be able to get away with the money. I kind of thought something might go wrong, and maybe they escape, and maybe he only gets a little bit of it, or maybe they destroy it, but they don't actually successfully commit the robbery. And I was wrong. They got away with the money. They pulled it off. I loved, almost more than the heist itself, is how it impacted everybody. First, obviously, you have the scene I think everybody's going to talk about for a while. Andor and Skeen are kind of having their post-heist conversation, and it comes out, that Skeen kind of wants to take all the money, and Andor partner with him. He's not really committed to the rebellion. And you have almost Andor doing a Han Solo moment and shooting first, and kind of preserving what the true intention for the heist was. I think instead of just 2 people stealing all the money. Obviously, the scene when Andor reveals this is very heartbreaking. You kind of see him struggling with it. By the way, it was very well done. And then I really love the elements where you go back to Coruscant and you first see the ISB have their initial reaction. Something's bad happened. We need to be ready to take retribution now. We're going to strike back and figure out who did this and how we're going to get back. We can't be seen sitting here doing nothing. People need to pay for this. Mon Mothma giving her speech in the Senate, and first he started getting some rumblings in the background, and you think, are people just disrespecting her? But no, then you realize, oh, people are getting the notice that something has just happened, and then going to Luthen's store, and then that's when he finds out the news when somebody mentions Aldani to him. All that part was done beautifully, and I really, really loved it. And I'm very excited to see now how the successful heist will impact the newly budding rebellion on Coruscant from Luthen and Mon Mothma's perspective. So really love this episode. Heartbreaking, but still entertaining. So in the comment section below, let me know what you liked and didn't like about this episode. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you have yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate the support. Hope you keep on coming back to see all my reviews for the future episodes of Andor. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and may the Force be with you.